Hey, what is up, Joey? Chris, the striping guy. Yo, Chris, do you have a gun on you right now? Don't point it at me. Hey, it's Chris. Sup, bro? East Valley Power Wash. How are you? Yeah, so I just decided I was going to hop in here for a little bit and say hidey ho to all of my neighbors and see what was going on out there in the world. Um, Dude, my day yesterday absolutely blew. Um, is that the correct way to say it? Blew? Yeah, it sucked. So I wake up in the morning and what my first thing I do is I always check my phone, make sure I'm caught up on emails and text messages and anything that happened over the evening, overnight. And I wake up and there's a little warning message, and it says storage is at capacity or something. And this is a like I think I got this phone like a year or so ago. It's the I can't remember what it is. Maybe the 14, 13, I don't know. But and it was like the terabyte, the like whatever, full of memory capacity was full. Okay, so I go in and I'm going to start deleting some things. So, I don't have this thing popping up in my face. And the phone goes completely black. And then the little Apple icon pops up. And that's it. And so I do a hard reset, volume up, volume down, push the button on the side, nothing. It's like this perpetual state of trying to reboot, but is not rebooting. So I call my friend Chris, who owns a couple iPhone repair stores. And he's like, yeah, dude, he said, this happened to me a while back and I had to replace the phone. So whatever. And then I'm concerned about data loss and all of that stuff. And so with all of that, being said, it was a horrible day. So I ran around. Nobody carries, and we don't have an Apple store here. Nobody carries the phone that I wanted. I wanted the iPhone 15 Max, whatever Pro with the terabyte of memory. Nobody stocks it, right? They only stock the bare minimum, which is absolutely stupid. Anyway, I had to order one, and that sucks. Oh, that's your problem. It's an Apple product. Joey, I know a lot of people love Android devices, but good God, I will never have an Android device. I did initially because I was a holdout for Apple, but I love Apple products. Apple, Macs, the AirPod, everything. In my opinion, and now that we have Quote IQ and there are so many variables on Android devices, it makes it so much more difficult to develop an app for as many devices because they've all got their little idiosyncrasies, and it's very hard to be able to troubleshoot, diagnose, and make everything perfect for every phone that's available. It's a lot easier when you've just got, the iPhone 13, 14, 15, whatever. So that is that. Eric says he's starting my new business next month. And that's awesome, Eric. Congratulations. He's got a heated system along with a separate pressure washer, and he plans to mount that to a trailer with a 500-gallon tank. That sounds awesome. Great place to start. Great way to start your business, which is exciting. And Mike, I see you driving a Tesla all the time. What do you think about electric pressure washers? Okay. Yes, I have a Tesla, and the best. It's the best car I've ever had, and I will never drive a gas-powered vehicle again. Now, I'll probably have some gas-powered vehicles, obviously for the business. My wife and all my kids have gas-powered vehicles. My wife refuses to get an electric vehicle. She thinks that things can go wrong and then you can't have power and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it's my choice, and I love the Tesla. I've actually got a Cybertruck on order. And Elon, if you are watching this, please bump me up in order so I can get my truck sooner than everybody else. I got in on it late. I understand. I wasn't on the bandwagon. Now I am. And if you can do anything for me, so everybody, please, if you're watching this, copy or whatever, what's it called? Put Elon's name in the comment and tag him, do whatever. And maybe he'll see this and he'll be so kind as to, move my name up to the top of the list. And then I'll have a Cybertruck and I'll put it on the channel, and it'll be a good old time. So Elon, if you're watching, which I know you're not because you've got far better things to do than watch a silly pressure washing channel, but let's get my Cybertruck coming. Okay. Enough of that. Electric pressure washers, no, right? Not efficient. They are not built for a professional, right? Can you use it? Yeah. Is it going to be practical? Absolutely not. In fact, I just stopped one of my neighbors. I've been watching him pressure wash his driveway, honest to God, for like a month. I stopped him. I filmed it. I'm going to put out a video, but he explains all about his electric pressure washer, and it's kind of funny. Let's see. I can use some tips if you guts and can. If you guts can. I don't know what that means. Watch my channel, lots of tips. Any recommendations for insurance providers? Got the sense 1,000 is average. Is that right? Any suggestions on when to approach insurance just starting out? Noel, approach insurance immediately if you're on other people's property performing work, because if you don't have insurance and something goes wrong, they don't care that you just started, right? So it's something that you need to take very seriously, invest in it, because it is protection that you need for your business. I've made a bunch of videos about insurance, about some of the other protections that you need when you're starting, like forming a legal entity like an LLC, which separates your personal assets from your business assets. So if something does go wrong and somebody decides to sue you, they can't come after your stuff, just your business, which is a good thing. But we use Next Insurance for our general liability. You can get a free quote on there. I'll put a link down there so you can get a free quote. I also use, who do I use? Huckleberry for my workers' comp. It's very reasonable. And I'm embarrassed to say that I have no clue what we pay for that insurance, because unfortunately it's just one of those things that you need, right? It's like gas in the car or bleach in your tank. Does it matter what it costs? No, because you have to buy it. So then you adjust your pricing to compensate for any increases or decreases. I don't do decreases in your costs. Let's see. Make sure your trailer is tandem axle for that big of a tank. Absolutely. Good tip, Joey. You don't want to be driving around on a single axle with 500 gallons worth of water. California requires electric mower. Well, that's one of the reasons why I don't live in California. I never will live in California. And one of the reasons why, well, I'm not going to say, because there's probably some more Californians out there, and I don't want to offend anybody, but best of luck to you with your electric mower. Actually, I do have an electric mower. I've got a lawn service, and they come once a week in the spring and the summer, once a week or once a month during the fall and winter. But my wife, in the backyard especially, she is very, very particular. And so we just had a pool put in, and it's beautiful back there, and it makes it look beautiful, flowers and all that. And one of my guys had an electric mower, and he was actually keeping it in storage. He never uses it. And I said, hey, I'll buy that from you. And it's super easy, but it does a really good job. Mike, will a 0.5 GPM help me land large jobs? Chris, yes. If you get a 0.5 GPM, you'll be able to clean all of those Hey, did you get that job that we were talking about the other day? And I told you your machine was underpowered for it, or have you quoted it yet? And East Valley says 0.6 would be much better. Absolutely. What chem do you use for composite decks? We use sodium hypochlorite, because probably what you're dealing with, at least in, again, it depends on what you're dealing with. If you've got rust stains on a deck, you're going to use some sort of oxalic acid based product like Rust Away from or Rust Rescue from Southeast Soft Wash. Or if it's organics, you just use your house wash mix. You didn't get it, or you didn't quote it. By the way, I'm the one who emailed you about a week ago. Michael, I get about 40 emails, 40. That's probably 100, 200 emails a day from all of our different ventures. And it is very difficult to remember who, emailed me what, but hopefully it was a nice email and not a mean email, because sometimes I get a little angry at people and kind of go off the cuff. And then those mean emails, they end up on Facebook. And then all the guys in the pressure washing groups that hate me are like, oh my God, Mike's so mean. He tells people to get effed and to do this and to do that. And you're absolutely right. I do. So catch me on a bad day. You'll probably get a bad response, but tell me what you emailed me about. And was I nice? Let's see. I know you do window cleaning. What is your D2D pitch for window cleaning? We don't do a lot of window cleaning. Window cleaning is one of those like add-on services, and it is a great upsell. We only do, well, we don't only do, we prefer, and I only promote exterior window cleaning only. And that is because we've got water fed poles. We get those from the window cleaning resource. Those guys are absolutely amazing. If you need anything window cleaning related, marketing stuff, window cleaning stuff, supplies, they have got phenomenal staff. Jersey is over there and he will take good care of you. But windowcleaningresource.com, I believe, is theirs. But so we have a water fed pole. We've got a pure water system, a zero, pole and system and all that. And we wash the house. And if they want their windows done, we'll use that. We are not proficient. We are not as efficient as people that are, solely window cleaning guys. And so I don't, and personally, I don't do it. So I can't talk intelligently about the pitch for window cleaning. But and we don't do door-to-door anything, but I think what I would suggest is, you need to have it nailed down. It's got to be consolidated. We talk about, in marketing classes and marketing, just you need your elevator pitch, and an elevator pitch is basically 30 seconds. It's the amount of time you've got from the time the elevator door closes to the next floor. And you've got the guy right in the, or the girl in the elevator with you. And you've got that amount of time to pitch them and sell them on whatever it is that you're trying to sell. So that's kind of the condensed version. You need to have it tight. And, I don't do door to door. I've seen door to door. I know what, a good sales pitch looks like, and you need to have a sense of urgency. You need to be able to convey the value that you are providing in a very short, consolidated time. And when you're door to door, you could be, knock, knock, knock. Hey, my name is Mike. I own a window cleaning business, a pressure washing business. We are in the neighborhood doing some other work, and I noticed that the eaves on your house are really dirty. You've got Gloeocapsomagma, those ugly black streaks up on your roof. Your driveway, it looks really dirty. Your windows, I can see, they're hazy. You probably don't like looking out of them. But if you wanted to, and I would say, hey, if you can come out here and take a look, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. That visual is very strong, and it's a good selling tool. But if you'd like, I could give you, or in a perfect world, you've got the price already in your head. You'd be like, hey, we're in the neighborhood tomorrow to do your neighbor's house. And if you wanted to get on the schedule, we could give you a better deal because we're already here. We can do the exterior windows for, $200 or whatever your price is. And if that sounds good, we can get you on the schedule right here, lock it in. So one of your neighbors doesn't take that slot because we do have a limited time. That would be something that I would probably think would be a nice little pitch. So just on the cuff, that's what I got. Victor Cox, good evening. No worries. I figured you would not remember. New to the industry and had some questions. Didn't want to waste your time. Yeah. It's very difficult for me to answer all of the emails because there are a lot of people that are new to the industry. There are a lot of people that have questions, and they find the email, or maybe they're responding to some marketing email, maybe from a how to wash course or an inner circle or a local domination course or a quote IQ email that you may have subscribed to, and you're getting these marketing emails, and people will respond back all the time, and they'll ask questions about what equipment should I use? Is this do you have any tips? Do you have any marketing? I'm having a hard time doing this. And while I would love to help each individual person, it's impossible for me to do so just because of the pure volume of stuff that I've got going on. But that's why we have the channel. That's why I'll go live and I'll answer your questions here. It's also why I've got how to wash. We'll teach you everything you need to know: how to mix the chemicals, how to apply them, property protection, the equipment, how to use it, the processes, the procedures, all the pro tips, everything like that. Super easy. We've got Local Dom that teaches you all of the marketing, all of the really good stuff that actually works, not the bullshit. And you're getting it from somebody that actually has had a business for more than a couple years, does a significant volume of business and dollars. And I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just regurgitating other people's shit, right? Because that's what the bulk of what you find on Facebook and YouTube is. It's people that are just imitating me or imitating other people, regurgitating other people that have a proven track record, right? And it's funny, it is what it is. Be cautious of where you're getting your information, but also don't be afraid to invest in yourself and your business, right? And that's it. Would love to work more with you guys as I navigate through getting all this started up. Hey, absolutely. I'm 21, just started my business. Had some questions about technical skill stuff. You seemed to be in a good mood. LOL. Good. And on occasion, I might engage with somebody and help somebody out. I do it all the time. I just can't do it with everybody, and I feel bad, but it is what it is. I bet Mike charges them. Pricing question, but what do you think? Do you charge churches, or is that something you can do like a donation job or counter it on? Ryan, God loves you, and you can love God, but you don't have to work for free, right? God doesn't own the church. The church is making plenty of money. Churches make tons of money, and churches, like, they don't get gifted the land that they built their church on. The builder and the construction companies and everybody, they don't gift them all of that. They got to pay, just like they got to pay to get their windows cleaned. They got to pay to get pressure washing. We clean one of the biggest churches in Savannah. It's a super church, a mega church. I think they've got like 6 or 7 campuses, and we pressure wash them and we clean their windows every single year. And that is a great job. And I do not feel bad charging them, right? Yes, you charge churches. You charge everybody that you do work for. And yes, there is a time and a place to donate work, right? During COVID, we would do the playgrounds and kids stuff, and we did it for the churches. We did it for neighborhoods, anybody like that. And on occasion, and I don't promote it that often, we will do some work for free for people that are deserving, right? And I feel there is a time and a place for everything. If you're doing it for a tax write-off, like, is it really? I don't know. It is what it is. But yes, East Valley Power Wash. I bet Mike charges. I do. Yes. I figured, especially since there are quite a few around, and I'm like, I can't do all these for free. Sorry for the stupid question, but I appreciate it. No, it's not a stupid question at all, but don't work for free. Bob says, thank you. What's the best for cedar shake siding? The best chemical for actually, Cody over at Southeast Softwash just brought out a new product for wood restoration. So go over there on his website, southeastsoftwash.com, and check that out. Tie 10% of what you make for the job if you really want to pay the church back. Amen. I'm in East North Carolina with a lot of beach homes. Yeah. I'm looking to start a pressure washing business within the next month. I have 4 years of industrial washing experience, and I have a business name in mind. Do you have any suggestions? Suggestions on what? Tell me what you're looking for suggestions on. I'm in Minnesota. What do you recommend for winter work? Michael O'Keefe. Snow plowing, Christmas light installation is absolutely huge. I know guys that are making, 6 figures in a very short amount of time. Now, not everybody's going to make 6 figures. You can make 10, 20 grand your first year if you hustle and you start advertising for Christmas lighting early. What do we do with the leftover batch mix from a job? Where's a good place to let the overflow go? I've never had leftovers. Do you know why? Because I always have more jobs scheduled. So I don't know why you would want to get rid of something that you can use on another job. Do you have any tips for getting involved with real estate agents for pre-sales cleaning jobs to help boost curb appeal? Yeah, absolutely, Joshua. Every realtor has a website. Every realtor brokerage firm has got all of their realtors listed on those websites. So I would encourage you to take time every single day, find the top players in your market, go and harvest the emails from their websites and then contact them. I would maybe, if you're comfortable, walk into the bigger real estate offices and ask them if there is a day that all the realtors come in for a meeting, and then maybe you can sponsor it with some coffees and, things like that. Realtors, don't buy them donuts, don't bring them, fattening stuff, because most of the time they're, wives, moms that are doing this on the side. And so they're not going to enjoy that. So, Starbucks, stuff like that, they like that. Bring it in, set up your cards, your pamphlets, whatever you have. If you can ask to give a little presentation about, your business and why they can give you a call. The other thing that I'm a big fan of with real estate agents is offering them a bounty, right? Offering them a little extra if they use you, right? Every house that you give, we're going to give you X amount, or we'll give you a $20 Amazon card, or whatever the case is. What is the work environment like in pressure washing, and what is the dress code? Well, that is completely dependent on who you are and what you want to do, right? The more professional you look, the better it is for your business. But like for my guys, they all wear company shirts, and I've got a bunch of different company shirts. They've even got tank tops, right? And they're allowed to wear shorts. It's 115 degrees with the heat index here in the summer, and I don't want them falling out. I need them out there working. And if it makes them more comfortable to wear, loose fitting tank tops and shorts and, huck boots, then all the power to them. But you want to look professional, right? So I think that's, what's the dress code? I mean, some guys are like, oh, you need to have long pants and safety boots and a harness on at all times with reflective headgear and a flash lamp on your head, and like safety goggles and a respirator, right? Whatever. It's up to you. So, do with that what you will. What is the work environment like in pressure washing? Well, you're dealing with the elements. So it can be cold, it can be hot, it can be windy, it can be rainy. So you're dealing with the elements outside, which you have no control over, which can have an impact on your schedule, which can have an impact on your, how fast you're moving, and it can impact your schedule. You're also dealing with chemicals, right? Harsh chemicals in some cases. So you have to be very cognizant of that. You have to understand the proper protection that you need to take, whether it's gloves, masks, respirators, goggles. All of those things are things that, are very important to understand before you kind of dive in. So a good question. I'm in high school, and me and my sister pressure wash, and I'm wondering how I can get more jobs. Watch my channel and search for marketing. Tons of good stuff on there. But if you're in high school and your sister is also in high school, you have got, hopefully you've got friends, and all of those friends hopefully have homes, and all of those homes are owned by people that probably need your service. So I would utilize all of my friends' parents, and I would say, hey, we own a pressure washing business. We would love to do your house or your driveway or whatever the case is. And then you can, leverage those relationships, ask them if they've, and I don't know how old you are, if you can drive, all of that, but it's a good place to start. If you're doing a driveway and has oil stains and rust stains, what order would you treat the problems? Michael, know what I want you to do? I want you to buy How to Wash, because we cover everything in How to Wash. I can't sit here and tell you that. Like, if you've got rust stains, you use a rust remover. If you've got oil stains, degreaser. So yeah, lots to learn. I don't plan on doing this full time, but depending on the market and how many jobs I can land, it may quickly turn into that. Is it necessary to get an LLC as a part-time gig? Very similar to the question someone asked earlier, how soon should I get insurance? If you're stepping foot on somebody else's property and you're performing a service, you need insurance, and you need to form an LLC to protect yourself and your business. So it doesn't matter if you're part-time. The courts don't care. The judge doesn't care. When your bank account gets drained because you lost, you damaged something and you can't pay for it and you get sued, that's why you have to run this like a business, even if it is not a full-time thing. I understand general liability insurance is pretty much a must. Yes, it is. And Pressure Wash Punks has got a clown. These guys are the best. How are you? Asking for another friend. That's actually funny. Why do you call indigenous people Indians? And this is Special G. Special G is just that. And Special G, let me know, are you a slow adult or are you a child? Because that will allow me to better answer your question. You are probably a white person. Your name is Steve. If you're a girl, your name is Chloe, right? And you are offended by the fact that I said Indian. And this was in a video that was a joke. Now, let's think about this. Every Native American, indigenous person that commented in that said none of them have an issue with being called an Indian. The Cleveland Indians, guess what? They're still a team. The Atlanta Braves, they're still a team. The Kansas City Chiefs, are you mad at them too? I don't care. Okay. People like you make me sick, right? You're woke, you're liberal, and you're worried about things that have zero impact on you. The people that are impacted by uh, calling somebody by the wrong name or the wrong pronoun, they have the right. You don't. Further that, um, indigenous, do you know what that means? And also, do you know where the first people that populated North America, do you know where they came from? They were called the Clovis people, Clovis. I want you to Google that. Okay. Then I want you to see that the Clovis people migrated to North America from Asia. And do you know where India is? I bet you don't because you're a moron. India is in Asia. Thank you for playing. And now you're done. Okay. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Michael, please don't waste your money. I'll send you a link to all his content for free. Drop your email, Addy, and your YouTube about intro. Yeah. And, this is a very common thing. And this is probably one of those ones that, yes. And that's the beauty of my channel, right? I provide free information on all kinds of topics, whether it's how to clean a driveway, how to clean a roof, you name it, how much bleach do you use for this, that, or the other. It's all on my channel, 100%. I've got a ton of marketing information. Hell, right here, the door-to-door thing, that is absolutely, you use that, you're gonna make a bunch of money. It's a no-brainer, right? Take what I teach, implement it in your business, and your business is going to get better. There is no question about that. What people that don't, maybe they're less fortunate. They've not done well in their businesses. They're angry about other people's success, or they're just poor and they don't have any money, which is a lot of, that's one of the biggest setbacks. The barrier to entry in this industry, it's very, very low, and it attracts a lot of lowlifes. Which is fine because those people eventually go away. But those people also do not invest in themselves. They'd rather do it the hard way. I'm going to get out there and do it the hard way. I'm going to bust my ass for 15 years, barely scraping by. My wife's going to hate me. My kids are going to have shitty shoes and they got holes in their socks because I can't afford it, because I was afraid to invest in my business, invest in myself, and learn. Shortcut the learning curve, right? Why would you waste countless hours and hours and hours searching the internet, YouTube, Google, Facebook, and getting all kinds of information from all different sources that, sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. But with all of that being said, why would you not say how to wash? How to wash at any given time is probably about $299, right? But it's everything that you need to know consolidated into about a 6-hour training, right? $299. Now, that's like less than the price of one house wash. That's half of a roof wash in most cases, right? Why would you not take the chance on yourself and invest in learning, in educating yourself, in getting better? Because when you do go through all of that, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be as good as that guy that's, been washing for 15 years and probably will be on the truck for the rest of his life until he dies, because he's never saved. He's never made enough money to actually do anything of value. I'm 15 and she's about to be 17. Well, Connor, I think it's great. I think that you have got a good head on your shoulders. I love the fact that you are out there and you're hustling. Your sister's out there with you. Utilize the neighbors, the friends, your family. I think that's great. Michael Keefe, looks like I need to buy the course. I would. I am Metis. 17. I was generally wondering what meant no offense. Okay, Metis, I apologize. My bad. But it was a good lesson for you, and it was a history lesson that hopefully you can take and use at school. You're welcome. Let's see. Snowflakes. I love it. Let's go. How much from the batch mix do I need for 1,900 square foot home? Is there a calculator somewhere with these specs? Hazy Sun, there is a calculator, a free calculator on Quote IQ. You can download that at myquoteiq.com. And there's a batch mix calculator in there, and it's going to give you a bunch of great information. Let the man cook. Let's see. Oh, damn, here he go. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Well, it is what it is. What's up, Nicholas? Okay, Nicholas. Now, this gentleman, I don't think I've ever seen you on a live before, but I'm glad you're here. And pretty much every video that I posted over the past few months, what's his name? Why is this guy, Logan? Okay, I apologize. He just puts 3 little dots as his comment, and it makes me laugh every single time I see it. I've never seen this before. Where can I purchase the equipment to get started in pressure washing, and how much will it cost me? Armin, that is a loaded question. You can start with, the top of the line stuff and spend an arm and a leg, not an arm and a leg. You can invest a ton of money on top grade professional equipment that's going to make you the most efficient you can possibly be. Get out there and crush. Or you can go the cheaper route. You can go to Home Depot. You can go to Lowe's. You can buy homeowner stuff and get started there, reinvest in your business. I would recommend that you find a local pressure washing supply house. In Savannah, we've got a company called L&H Industrial. They do a great job. They've got great staff, fully equipped. They can repair your equipment. But I would suggest, if you're just getting started, develop a relationship with a local supplier, because those are the guys that are going to be there for you when you have the need to have help on whatever it is. They can point you in the right direction on the equipment, the chemicals, and you can grow with them. That's what I would suggest. Does your trailer and trucks usually have extension ladders? What sizes, step ladders, or do they look at the job? No, all of our trailers have got ladders. I think they've got 20-foot and maybe 32-foot ladders. They've got a couple like little A-frames too, for that, so you don't have to pull out all the big stuff. But yeah, we've got ladder racks, and then our Southeast Soft Wash trailer has got a built-in ladder rack, so we keep stuff on there as well. Thanks for answering my questions. I was also wondering, do you have any recommendations on finding an agent? I understand that's the first step after having a business name. Well, you want to form, your business, an LLC or a S Corp or something like that. Yeah, I would just, find a local agent probably and go that direction. And what else? Lucas, hey Mike, I'm just in time. Hey Lucas, how are you? Appreciate the help the Core 4. Here we go. I appreciate the help the Core 4 has given me to start up my company. I am willing to buy the course, knowing I will learn more, and also I'll be supporting Mike in the process. I don't like guys like you. I'm willing to buy the course. Oh, he's talking about, yeah, it is what it is, man. There's always going to be detractors. There's always going to be jealousy. And that's exactly what these guys that, get on here and jibber jabber. It is what it is. Although I do appreciate them as well. I mean, they make me laugh. Hey, Mike, I'm just in time. My weak point is actually starting the business. But I am confident I'm able to do a professional job having 4 years. Yeah, man. I don't know if you're currently employed, but I always encourage people to, don't jump in full bore. If you've got something that is paying the bills, do that, and then gradually, slowly build up your business, and then you'll know when the right time is to jump in. What would be the top 4 characteristics of the people who were gained to be upsold? Okay, let me read that again. What would be the top 4 characteristics of the people who were gained to be upsold? Okay, if I'm understanding, first you want to be targeting your ideal customers, right? And that is people that understand the value that you provide. They live in nice homes. They've got expendable income, and they don't want to do this stuff themselves. So those are the 4 characteristics. Those are the 4. That's the ideal customer. Somebody with money that doesn't want to do it themselves, and they understand that, and they're willing to pay somebody to do it. And so it might as well be you. And then as far as upsells, right? If they're willing to pay you, then they're probably also willing to say, oh, yeah, I didn't realize that this, that, or the other is also dirty. How much is that going to cost? If they even ask. I mean, I've got customers that just say, just do it. And I love those customers. Do you have other investment types other than your business? There's some dude rolling around on the bike outside of my house. Yeah, we invest in a multitude of areas, mutual funds, the stock market. Uh, I do have some crypto, but that's nothing of significance. But yeah, I think it's very important to put a certain percentage of your income into your retirement, because that's ultimately what we're investing for. So yeah, let's see. 100%. I think this guy, he's like 90 years old. Must have got a new bike. I have no idea who he is. 100%. I took good information. I wish I said the comment saying no offense. Oh, you're good, man. You're fine. But that's Apex Soft Wash. Mike, loving Local Dom 2. You guys crush it. I've already implemented some tactics and cannot wait to finish the course. Spend the money, folks. I appreciate that, Apex. Yeah, Local Dom is awesome. Local Dom, basically, it is the go-to marketing for any service industry. Like this is the gold. So if you are interested in learning how to get more leads and sell them, and the Google aspect of it, the ads aspect of it, there are some top secret shit in there that is just pure gold, that I guarantee will make your business a bunch of money. Go to pwcourse.com. All of the information for all of our training programs is in there. You can use promo code SPRING right now, 30% off, and go check it out. What is the most what's the biggest obstacle for running a pressure washing business, and how do you overcome it? I think fear is probably the biggest stumbling block for so many people. And that fear comes in a bunch of different forms, right? The fear of failure, the fear of what your family and friends are thinking about you because you're starting a business and they don't think you can. They think you should be working for somebody else. Take the easy route, the safe route, right? So I think fear, I think just pulling the trigger and not making excuses. That's one of another big obstacle, right? How many people on here today have said, oh, I'm looking to start and I've got my name. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do something else before I can start. At the end of the day, just do it, right? If you're serious about it, just do it. And then, you are either going to fail or you are not going to fail. Those are the two outcomes, regardless of when you start. So I say go for it. Let's see. Hey, Mike, I put a kit of yard signs in my city and they took them all as in code enforcement, but they didn't take other pressure washer stuff. What's up with that? Emilio, are you sure it was the city that took them, or was it other pressure washing companies? It happens all the time. And I hate that happened to you. Maybe look to see where the other people are putting their signs and find other places like that, because if it is city enforcement that's taking those signs, and they're not taking theirs, there's a reason for that. So kind of do a little detective work and figure out, are they putting them on private property so the city can't do it? If you're putting it in medians and things like that, then yeah, they're going to probably take them. But if these guys are like on private property, then they're not going to mess with it because it's not their responsibility. Just something to think about. When did you start working a second truck? We have had multiple trucks since the inception of the business. And so it's gone from, 2-3 trucks, and at our peak, I think we had probably 6 trucks on the road. And then that was 2009. Economy took a dive. We kind of pulled away from a bunch of the stuff that we were doing. I downsized, and it fluctuated for a while. But like right now, I'm perfectly fine with 2. I was doing a bunch of looking at the scheduling and some stuff today, and it is our calendar is packed. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, need to hire another person. We've got all the equipment, we've got the trucks, but then for me, it's like, okay, it's not about the money for me. It's and there's a lot to that, but it is what it is. I trying to think how I can put this. Employees can cause headaches. Even the best of employees can cause headaches. Um, Having lots of trucks on the road, lots of equipment on the road, that is an increase in problems and stress. And then I look at the stress level and the money, and how that all comes into play. And then when you're diverse and you've divested where your income comes from, and you've got other sources, it's not, sometimes the stress is just not worth it. I sold a six-figure landscaping business because I was tired of dealing with employees, right? Right. And the margins weren't where I wanted them to be. And, you can only push margins so high in certain industries. It wasn't what I wanted to do. The stress level wasn't equivalent to the amount of money. And I said, see ya. And I got rid of it. Okay. Let's see. What Google AdWords are used, and should you advertise on the AdWords pricing? I don't particularly understand that. I'm sorry. Yeah, East Valley says, Emilio, I bet your competitors took them down. Okay, here we go. We had our first job this weekend and it was a success. Thank you for all of your knowledge. Phil, congratulations. That is awesome. And I hope you've got more jobs scheduled for the coming weekend, and wish you the best of luck. I have investments in 1 kilo in silver, 1 gas. How is that in your opinion? Well, I think you said you were young, and I think that's awesome. So keep doing it. Mike, do you let your customers pay you in cryptocurrency, or would you let them? No, I don't. In fact, somebody just recently had messaged us on the Quote IQ support, one of our support tickets, asking if we could include crypto as one of the payment methods. And it's not something. I mean, all of our payment processing goes through Stripe anyway. So, and I don't know if that's an option for them. But no, I don't want that. I love it. Emilio is not failing. Loan Shark. I did my first pressure washing job. I did my neighbor's circle driveway for $50, and she threw me an extra $25 to the back patio. Loan Shark, that sounds very, very inexpensive, even if it was your first, right? People say this, Mike, I'm 15, I'm 20, I'm 18. I don't have any experience. I'm just starting. Should I do stuff for cheap? Should I do it for free? And in my opinion, your age, your experience, none of that comes into play as long as you are providing value. You are doing an exceptional job. The customer is happy, right? The market dictates pricing. The market dictates pricing, not how old you are, right? If people are unwilling to pay you because of your age, that's one thing. But if you say, yeah, it's, $15 for this house, like you're undervaluing yourself, you're selling yourself short, and you're leaving a ton of money on the table, and you're killing it for people like myself and a bunch of these people in the chat that are, professionals, and this is their livelihood. So don't go out there and go super cheap. But congratulations on your first job. Now get your prices up. Analysis by paralysis will never allow you to launch your business and achieve your goals. Launch the boat, people. Amen. And then burn that boat once you get to wherever you've been. Emilio says he got my first bigger job. It was house washing driveway for $500. Awesome. 1,900 square foot house and not the big driveway. It took me 3 hours, but got her done. 4 GPM and a 16-inch surface cleaner. Emilio, congratulations. I love to see that. How does a new guy set himself up on this technology side of the biz? Like, how powerful can your phone be if looked at as a tool and not just for cat videos? Now, this is probably one of the greatest setups of all time. And Cody, I appreciate you, and I owe you one. How do you use your phone to set yourself up and really differentiate yourself from your competition? Well, it's by having the right software in the palm of your hand, something like, of course, Quote IQ. And Quote IQ, we've got multiple versions. Right now, you can get Quote IQ for $1 for the first month, any tier. You can get InstaQuote, which allows your customers to go to your website. You can send them a link. They can quote themselves on any of the services that you provide based on your services. They can schedule themselves based on your calendar's availability, right? That's in the ultimate for $1 for the first month. So you can get in there, you can test it out. We've got mass email and text. That means, hey, it's kind of slowing down and I don't have a lot of stuff on the jobs, but I do have a big customer list. I'm going to blast them with, a text or an email, and it's going to go out to all of my customers, or however you've got them tagged in Quote IQ. That's another feature in the ultimate package. You've got email automation and text automation, where in my opinion, that's probably one of the biggest money makers for me, because you are able to set up email automation so you don't ever have to think about it. When you send an estimate, your email automation is going to continue to follow up with them until they either schedule the appointment, decline the appointment, or opt out, right? Once they schedule, they get moved into another trigger, which will remind them of the appointment. It's going to tell them how to prepare, and that, all of the things that you want it to do. If they decline, there's a decline sequence. Once the work is completed, they get the invoice. Then we start, talking to them about reviews and referrals. We talk about all the other services that we provide. We remind them that, it's been X amount of time before their service. Is it time to get on the schedule? Like, this nurturing campaign that we have built into the email automation is absolutely phenomenal, all for $1 in Quote IQ. But you can also get the free version. You can send estimates, you can keep up with your customers, send invoices, collect payments, all for free. But there's all kinds of phenomenal features. But what Cody is saying is, if you are running a business, you need to have systems in place that allow you to stay organized and stay on top of things. He and I talk all the time about when we first started. We've probably left collectively $500,000, if not more, on the table from day one, because we weren't collecting all of the customers' information. We weren't keeping it in one place. It was on pieces of paper all over the place, and they're gone now. The customers are gone because we didn't keep all of their information. But if you have a database, then you can send your email automations. You can send your mass text and your mass emails to these people, and you can stay in front of them, right? It's so much easier and cheaper to keep a customer than it is to get a customer, right? Your customer acquisition cost, that's a real number, right? Whether you know it or not, if you're just starting out, that is a real number. You have to spend money to get customers. Like I said, if you've got everything consolidated in one place, that is Quote IQ, or anywhere else. But like, Quote IQ is mine, and I love it. So cat videos are pretty cool too, Cody. And thank you for the money. I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, there was Cody doing Other Neighbor this weekend. Okay, great. Loan Shark. Perfect. Okay. Redemption. Thank you. Doing Another Neighbor next week, about 100-foot wood fence, driveway, walls, patio for $250. Good. Getting those prices up. Mike, how many clients do you get on average, and what kind of people are they? Homeowners, office people? Yes, both, all of the above. Now, one of the things, and I wish I could show you, but I probably can't on this. So I was going to open up Quote IQ, and you're not going to be able to see it. Anyway, those are the notifications of all of the new Insta quotes that came in. I probably had 5 or 6 Insta quotes that came in today. Now, don't get me like, I've been in business for a long time. I rank super high on Google. We've got a lot of stuff out there that's pushing people to our website where they're finding, a way to get an instant quote. And that's a huge benefit. How many clients do you get on average? I mean, I don't know, 10, 12 a week or more. I don't even know. I've never thought about it like that. Do you recommend enclosed trailers for pressure washing rigs? If so, is there common practice with enclosed trailers in dealing with chemical smells and ventilation? That is interesting that you said that. Cody is actually in the process of building a new trailer for us. It's going to be an enclosed trailer. And if you haven't seen what they're doing with their trailers, go over to Southeast Soft Wash on YouTube, or go to southeastsoftwash.com, and you can see some of the amazing enclosed trailers that they're doing. If you do them right, then it's a phenomenal thing. Not only is it a amazing billboard, but it's keeping all of your stuff safe, secure, out of the elements. So definitely go check out Southeast Soft Wash and what they're doing with the enclosed trailers. Is it good to have pressure washing and also add vent cleaning, or is it too much in related service? There's no such thing as too much. If you're talking about like dryer vent cleaning, then by all means, I mean, that's a great upsell. It doesn't take a lot of time. You're already there. You've got a customer. Hey, we're doing your house. Obviously, they care about their house if they're paying you to clean it. Just mention, hey, we also offer dryer vent cleaning. It's X amount per vent. We can take care of this at the same time if you'd like to add that onto your service. So yeah. We sold $37,000 in work this month, and scheduling all this work is getting very hectic. We have Quote IQ to help. Just asking for advice when to make the move to a second truck. Don't want to make a mistake. Oh, there's so many ways to go about scaling, right? So if you've got a truck, you're profitable and you are maxed out, then if you maybe you add another person onto your existing rig, truck, trailer, if you have the capability to have two people working at the same time. There's nothing worse to me than seeing one guy pressure washing, the other guy just sitting around watching. I hate it because I just see the profit margins, just because two people need to get paid. But if one person can do the job and the other guy's just watching, like, eh. So what I would do is recommend maybe hiring a helper, training them on your way of doing things, and then as you are, and you're able to get more done, right? Because there's two people working, and I don't know what your situation is. So that's kind of what I would think. Or just say, hell yes, I'm ready. And I know that I can keep this other person busy, and we're just going to go ahead and do it, right? Pull the trigger. What do you think about calling HOA neighborhoods and telling them they need to have their houses cleaned? Or how do I go about doing that? Or is it the right time? Yeah, I mean, we send postcards. We do 5-arounds in neighborhoods all the time, which are HOA neighborhoods, and let them know that we provide the service. I mean, you can't tell them that they need to have their houses done, but by all means, market to them. And this is a great question. Is it the right time? It's always the right time to be marketing. It's never the right time not to be marketing. If and this is a common mistake, a rookie mistake that a lot of people make, or people that have been in the business, they just fall into this trap because they get busy, right? They're out there, they're working, they've got a full schedule until they don't. And then they're like, shit, I need to start marketing. Well, guess what? Marketing takes a little bit of time to get the ball rolling. So I recommend, always have something going on in the marketing department. So you're always generating leads. Okay. Get that price up, Loan Shark. That's a lot. I was trolling, guys. I'm sorry. LOL. I mainly focus on commercial work now down here in South Florida, as well as big roof cleaning and paver sealing. I hope everyone's killing it. Okay. What's up, Tyler? How are you, sir? Hope you're doing well. Southeast Soft Wash Enclosed trailer is elite. Cannot wait to see your build, Mike. No, I can't wait either. It's going to be amazing. Let's see. And I don't know how you were trolling us. You were just saying that you weren't a good business person. But my response, I'm sure, helps somebody out there. So we appreciate you regardless. That is about it. And I am about 53 minutes in, and that's about all I got. What time is it? It's 6:15. You know what that means? That means it's time to shut this down. And that's about it. Oh, let's go. Here we go. Cody Smith says, hey, Mike, I got 4 gallon per minute pressure washer. Oh, man. Where are you, Cody? I bought a bypass downstream injector, and it came with the 2.1 injector. Want to buy 4 or 5 to keep with me. Is the 2.1 good for the 4 gallon per minute machine? Yeah, I mean, if that's what came with the machine, then that's probably what it was designed to use. I actually just made a video about chemical injectors. Actually, I don't know if I put it out or not. Just a short about what to do when your built-in chemical injector goes bad, and that's on some of these smaller machines. They've got them built into the pump, and then you just have to bypass those and put a legit one in. Okay. Do you recommend 12 volt or gas pump? I recommend 12 volt and 24 volt. That's just our preference. We have used all of them, gas, air diaphragm, over the course of, the 20 plus years that we've been in business. And I like the 12 volt. I like the 24 volt. They are relatively inexpensive in the grand scope of things. They perform, and if you take care of them, they're going to last. They are consumables. So always have a couple extra on hand, and you will never have downtime. If you've got a gas machine, guess what happens when that goes? You're taking it to the shop. It's probably bolted to your truck or your trailer. And if you don't take it off, then you're not working, right? You've got downtime. So with the 12 volt, it's simple plug and play, and you are back up and running. Yeah, man, always good to see you in here. Phil, when would it be time to go full-time and leave full-time gig? When you are 100% sure that your lifestyle is not going to be impacted, and you're going to be able to have a sustainable business, right? That's what I would do. What's your thoughts about package deal? I love package deals. Package deals are it's one of the best ways to increase your average ticket price, right? Package it together, give them a couple different options, have an anchoring point, and it's going to help you increase your average ticket price. Super pump, baby. That's right. Door knocking or digital marketing? I'm a fan of digital marketing. I'm a fan of print marketing. I'm a fan of all kinds of different marketing. Door knocking, if that's your thing, by all means, get out there and get after it. I know there are a lot of guys that love door knocking. We don't do that. We don't have to do that. But if you're just getting started and your other marketing strategies haven't really kicked in yet and you're waiting for the phone to ring, then hell yes, get out there and knock on doors. And not just residential doors. Go meet everybody that you can possibly meet. Every business owner, every shop owner, every retail owner, every restaurant manager. Get out there and meet them. What else? I enjoyed the info gathering. Perfect. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate it. Okay. In terms of pricing package deal, how much of a percentage do you give off if they do everything roof, house wash, or flat work? I don't know if there's a specific percentage that I give. We do have both an options estimate and package deals built into Quote IQ. So you can go in there. And again, Quote IQ, first month is $1. You can get the ultimate tier with all the bells and whistles. Try it out for yourself. But I would get in there and explore, 15% for combos, for package deals. I think that's probably a fair trade-off. It's got to be enough to where they're like, okay, it makes sense for me to spend more because I'm getting more value, right? But they're also saving a little, which helps to, it's that incentive to get them to pull the trigger on spending more. Let's see. I'm getting ready to launch in a few weeks. Just bought 750 yard signs. Awesome, Cody. I love that. Yard signs are great. But do not rely just on yard signs, right? Obviously, you want to have your Google business profile set up. You want to have a bunch of things in place, and that's it. So, Amelia, there is a huge vacation rentals company in Savannah that markets to a lot around the Tybee, South Carolina. Yeah, and he texted me today, and we're doing like 6 of them, 6 of his little houses today. I'm locked in there, but and it's amazing. Tybee is not pretty much all, huge percentage is not timeshares, but like condos that, Airbnb type stuff that are getting rented out. But this particular little business is a local business to Tybee, and we got in them with years ago, and it's amazing. Not only do they do the individual rentals, but they also do huge condominium and townhome complexes out there, and we clean them. I've got lots of videos on the channel cleaning their stuff. So that is it, guys. I appreciate it. Do not forget to check out pwcourse.com. 30% off everything on there. You can get the customer contract. You can get basically everything. All of our training programs are on there. 30% off. Use promo code SPRING, but get the customer contract. You can get the employee handbook, all the before and after pictures, tons of stuff. Also, and I totally forgot to mention this, if you guys are interested in running really strong ads on Facebook, we have qiqads.com. These are completely customizable videos, qiqads.com. I'll put a link down there in a second. But they will put your logo on there, your company name. It's a custom voiceover that talks about your company, the services we've got: pressure washing, dryer vent cleaning, you name it, roof cleaning. There's, I think, 13 or 14 different services, mobile detailing, trash bin cleaning. So you can get, you can buy them all. You can get you get a couple of them, and they're all available over there. So check that out. Also, Justin did a free training that basically walks you through the exact ad that we run, that we will build for you, or take what he teaches and implement it in your own business. And it's completely free. And you can take the script, take everything, right, and make it yourself, film yourself, your own videos, do all the editing, the music in the background, the voiceovers, all the custom overlays with your company information and logos, and run these ads because they truly do work. We've been running them and they're doing great. So QIQads.com, obviously Quote IQ. We were doing the dollar deal, so check that out. And other than that, that's it. I am out, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the week and an even better weekend. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk.